A high-profile trial that was expected to last months wrapped up with an unexpected twist.
We didn't know what was going to happen. We never know what's going on in somebody's head.
Amir Belkacemi's father was among the 6 men killed.
We kind of feel pretty relieved that the trial won't have to take place. It's a good thing for us. It's a good thing for everyone in the community.
The dramatic moment came after the 28-year-old suspect initially entered a not guilty plea on Monday. Then hours later, he asked to change that plea. The judge wanted to make sure Alexandre Bissonnette understood what he was doing, so he ordered a psychiatric evaluation. The gunman's lawyer says Bissonnette wanted to make things right.
It was important for him to prevent the many victims and society from reliving through the trial the terrible events that took place on January 29, 2017.
So today, after the judge read all 12 charges and the victims' names one after the other, Bissonnette pleaded guilty. He then read a written statement as the victims' families wept in the courtroom. He said, "I bitterly regret what I did, the lives that I destroyed, the grief and the immense pain that I inflicted on so many people. In spite of what has been said about me, I am not a terrorist nor an Islamophobe, rather a person who was carried away by fear. I would like to ask you for forgiveness for all the harm that I have done to you, but I know that what I did is unforgivable." Alexandre Bissonnette, who was shot by Bissonnette, is not sure if he accepts his apology. We will have to see if he is sincere, he says. That's between him and God. The president of the mosque says despite the guilty plea, his members and families of the victims are still in mourning and that it won't be over for them until Alexandre Bissonnette is sentenced. So the Christian CBC News, Quebec City.
These are the 6 men who died the day of the attack. All were born in other countries and chose Canada to raise their families. They made lives for themselves, raised families. They ranged in age from 39 to 60 years old, and altogether, they leave 17 children behind without a father. And beyond those families dealing with great loss, think about those 5 people who were seriously injured, what it's been like to recover physically and to pick up the pieces of their lives. You heard from Ayman Derbali in our story a moment ago. He was shot 7 times during the attack. He's paralyzed now from the chest down. Well, the community has rallied to help him. A Muslim charity has raised more than $400,000 to allow his family to buy a home adapted to his needs. And earlier this month, local musicians played at a benefit concert to further that cause.